Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday morning podcast for Monday, September 24th, 2018. What's going on? How are you? I just realized my fly's down. Am I at that age now? 50 years old and be that guy walking around doesn't even know his fly's down? Hey, where are my glasses? I still haven't fixed this. All I do is just bitch about this wire rather than going out and getting it fixed. Why would you do that, Bill? All right, I just flew back from Charleston, South Carolina. Before that, I was in Richmond. Before that, I was in Norfolk, Virginia. I was down in the fucking South. Had a great time. Had a goddamn great time. I got to tell you something. Richmond, Virginia, the Altria Theater, top five theaters in America I've ever played at. There was I don't know what it was. The whole layout of it, that dome above, how great the sound was. The crowd was amazing. It was incredible. You know? Now I know what what about us in Norfolk? I had a great time there too. Great crowds the whole fucking time. Great people. They didn't lose their houses because of the hurricane. I haven't been to fucking North Carolina yet, you know? I was so relieved that when I got to Charleston because they said the thing was going to hit them dead center. You know? And I was like, what am I going to do? Show up? Everybody lost their house. I'm going to come down there being like, oh, what's up with this fucking wire on my pocket? Like, I'm bitching about that. People just lost their house. I didn't want that. I was so relieved. So relieved that I didn't have to go to disaster. Don't ever send me to a disaster area. I am much better hundreds, if not thousands of miles away doing a benefit where the money is then sent to that area. You get me in the area, my act does not work when people are knee-deep in water in their living room. It just doesn't. Okay? I've tried it. Doesn't work, and it's just, it's just not a good thing. But, there's other comics for that. It's a great, big, beautiful fucking world of comedy. Anyways, I flew back today, and guess who was sitting next to me on the plane? Frankie Valli. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out. This guy, I didn't bug him. He was literally right next to me, and his whole vibe was he didn't want to be bugged, so I didn't say one fucking word to him other than excuse me because I had the window. You know? And the guy's like 84 years old. You should have seen him popping up out of his seat the end of the flight to grab his bag, Probably expecting someone to bug him. And incredible shape. Kept himself in, he fucking weighs the exact same he weighed back when he was singing all those songs. It's very inspiring. Actually, when I looked him up, one of the questions that people asked were, all the top questions. One was, how did Frankie Valli die? That's when you crushed it in life. You've been living so long, people just assume that you're dead. I don't know. I was pretty impressed by that. I hope I lived that long. When did Bill Burr die? He's still alive. You can go see him down at the fucking Hookie Low in Chicopee, Massachusetts. All right, what's your favorite Frankie Valli song? You know what mine is? Mine is remember that song you hear? My eyes adored you, though I never laid a hand on you. My eyes adored you, like it's something and it's something you couldn't see if I got bad. I adored you, so close, and yet so far. He sat next to me on the plane. I didn't fucking say shit to him. He just had, it was enough. It was enough. He was fucking on me. Sit down. You won't let me know I'm a really big fan. Great. Now he has to go wash his hand. So if you see him, fucking leave him. No, I'm not saying it straight. It was his mood today. I'm talking like I know the guy. I did sit next to him for like fucking 3 hours. I wonder what he would have done if I just started singing his fucking song. If I was, if I just put on my fucking headphones, I just started singing his shit. Songs he sung like 9 million fucking times. Then he has to hear them disgustingly out of tune. probably would have elbowed me. Hey, kid, shut up. I did it better or something. You know, something cool. Something that a cool old guy would say. Man, I hope I'm in the shape he's... I hope I live that long, and I hope I'm in the shape he's in. He looked fucking great. And for what I can hear, he still sings his ass off. So that was pretty cool. I'll tell you what wasn't cool. I'll tell you what I didn't enjoy was how the New England Patriots got their asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds! Oh, this happens every September. Every September we start off slow, and then everybody has us dead and buried. It's fucking over. The new tradition in the AFC is in September, the Patriots are done, and Kansas City's going to the Super Bowl. How many times have we seen it? Well, Bill, it's only the second year in a row. Well, it feels like 5. Kansas City, it's over. It's a gift. Wrap it up in a fucking bow. Right? Fucking unbelievable. Fucking Verzi, man. Verzi jinxed me. He fucking teased the Patriots. I didn't even give him shit. That's the second week in a row that he's lost on the Lions. As he calls them, the hapless Lions. Fucking unbelievable. Not as unbelievable as this goddamn fucking wire. Oh, did I move my head? Oh, is this a comfortable position? Nah, go fuck yourself. I was actually I did 2 shows last night. My wife taped the game, so I haven't even seen it, but I was watching just the ticker on my phone, because I don't know how you fucking download the app, and then you got to have how do you keep all your passwords? Well, how do you keep track of them? You know? Unless you just don't give a fuck and you just use the same one every goddamn time. I'm not even good at coming up with passwords. Like when I go to type it in, that the computer's like weak. That's getting better. And I'm like fucking zebra cunt 98. They're like fair. It's like, how the fuck is somebody going to figure that out? Anyways. Balloon herpes 49. Weak. Like, does somebody already have that? I have no idea. But let me ask you this. When was the last fucking time? Here's a goddamn stats for you. Stats or stat? Here's a fucking stat for you. When was a question I have? When was the last time the Browns, the Lions, and the Buffalo Bills all won in the same week? Jesus Christ. I mean, you're talking... The Browns and the Lions have both gone 0-16 in this decade, right? Was it this decade? I don't know. The years are flying by. 32 fucking losses. You know, they always do that when they talk about the national debt, and they try to put it in terms that you can understand. I'm going to put 32 losses in terms that you can understand. Lost. I'm going to fucking do times 3 plus 2. Lost. A lot of fucking losses. Somebody's going to use that as a ringtone. Lost. Sorry. Anyways, it's weird. My team is 1-2. We actually have a worse record right now than the Cleveland Browns. Having said that, it's kind of fucking fun seeing these teams that have sucked so long be good. Does anybody out there call the Buffalo Bills this week? Maybe you bet on it, but who the fuck saw 27-0. Whatever the fuck they were up by. 17-0. Against the fucking What are the Vikings doing? Are the Vikings putting their fans out of their misery early this year? They usually wait to the playoffs. I watched a bunch of football this weekend. I watched Alabama. Roll Tide. I watched them against the Aggies. Love the Aggies quarterback, man. That guy's a fucking gamer. He kept them in it for like almost to the half. But I swear to God, watching the Alabama Crimson Tide, it's like watching the Patriots, where the players are so well coached. Like the way they turned it on at the end of the first half to be like, hey, let's get another touchdown here, and whatever the hell they were up by, like I can't remember, maybe 7. Let's go in the locker room up by 4. They put their foot on the gas and they went right down the fucking field and they scored. Aggies come out. They shut them down again. They got the ball back, and then they kicked a field goal. They tacked on an extra fucking 10 points. And it was like, wait a minute. We were down by one score. We were down by a touchdown like 3 minutes ago. We're ready to jog in, feeling good about ourselves. And all of a sudden, they give them the old fucking right there, Fred, twice. And then the Alabama was getting the ball coming out of like halftime. And you're like, they're going to go down. They're going to score another touchdown. This fucking game is over. That's essentially what they did. And the fact that Nick Saban, I always go to forget his name, and I just remember that chant when I went to the LSU game. And the whole student section was going, fuck you, Saban. So I always have to say that once in my head. I have to picture that memory, and then the audio plays, fuck you, Saban. I go, Nick Saban. Nick Saban, the job that guy's doing down there, considering, all the players that you lose every year, everybody thinks they're a pro or they're just a senior and they can't play anymore, and you're just constantly rebuilding. The fact that whatever the hell he instills in them, they get it immediately. It was pretty impressive. I missed the LSU game. Fucking college football, their games they have like random games on like Tuesdays now, it seems. It was on Friday, I think. I missed that, but they're 3-0. I think we got Florida next week. I did say we. I'm in with fucking LSU. I can't root for Alabama. They're just too goddamn good, right? I'm not looking forward to that Alabama game. That's going to be rough. But who knows? Maybe that fucking Cajun Hulk Hogan can talk him into, I don't know. You know what? That'd be fun. I got to watch Alabama every week because I never watch them when they lose. How angry does Nick say? I actually worry for his loved ones when that guy's taking a loss. Like that poor Alabama kicker, he fucking shanked 2 punts. The fucking look on Nick Saban's face. Oh my God, it was like he wanted to rip the kid's fucking foot off. Anyways, I hate fucking podcasting when I flew across the country, when I fly. I don't know what it is. All my funny just goes out the window. My brain isn't working. Fucking sitting here. Jesus Christ. The hell was I going to talk about? I absolutely nothing to fucking talk about. How many minutes am I? I'm 12 minutes in. 12 fucking minutes in. I got one for you. Something, I come home, right? All I want to do is jump in the shower and just wash the fucking airport off of me. Right? Can't do it because I own an old house and we got a plumber in here for the 9 millionth time trying to fix whatever the fuck is wrong with the toilet this time. Can't do it. I swear to God. I'll give you guys some advice. If you ever somebody ever describes a house as having character, I'm telling you, just head for the hills. All right? If you meet a woman and she says, guys find me intimidating, just run for the hills. There's a couple of fucking red flags out there. Ladies, write in. Tell me what is it so I can help out women here. What's the red flag with a guy? You don't know him and he says, drink this? Something creepy. I don't fucking know. Anyways, the Red Sox clinched. That was all exciting until the Yankees clinched. And it's just like, oh, so we're both 0-0. Like, what am I getting excited about? Why is everybody popping fucking champagne and all that? The Indians won the series. I think they took 2 out of 3 from us. I'm telling you, Terry Francona is laying in the weeds and nobody sees this guy. People, how many times do I have to be right? I'm going to pat myself on the back right now. I've been killing it lately. I said it wasn't fucking over when we swept the Yankees. I was right. I said you can't base the Lions' first fucking week on what they're going to do or anybody. I was right about that. All right, I was right about 2 things, but that feels great to me. I feel like I've been right about a lot of shit. This is what happens when you get married. You know what I mean? When you're actually right about something, you want to tell people. So maybe somebody will give you a fucking attaboy every once in a while. Anyways, what else do I want to fucking I got absolutely literally nothing. Charleston football. Oh, yeah. Isn't a fucking sign of global warming? Isn't it amazing how, like, sports, like, they don't give a fuck. They'll talk about war. They'll promote a war and all of that shit. But for some reason, global warming or climate change, whatever that is, just completely off limits. I never saw a football game called or delayed because of weather. The first, 45 years of my life, 40 years of my life. And now it's like every other fucking week. Like the weather is too bad to play football, which you play no matter what the weather is. So either somebody sued the shit out of a stadium because they just got a perm and it started to rain at a football game, or we're just getting crazier and crazier weather. You know that's going to happen eventually. You know? Because we keep saving all of these people. When Mother Nature tries to wipe them off the planet, we fucking let everybody know something is going to happen. Get out of the fucking way. So she's just going to have to start swinging harder and harder and harder. And there's going to be one of these fucking times, there's going to be a tornado that sets down like right in a stadium. And everybody's just going to go flying like they went through a wood chipper. You know something? If that fucking guy, what the hell is his name there? I always forget his name. The guy, he had ALS. He was really smart, and he was always predicting negative shit. I wish he was alive so I could ask him that. Was it Steve or something like that? Mike? He had one of those regular names. Hey, Tim. Billy. Kevin. Kevin's for white people, that's a little flavor in your name, back in the day anyways. I would have asked him that. I'd be, hey, dude, not for nothing. What year? He was like one of those fucking, when you go to like Coney Island or something, you got like the bearded lady and then there's a guy guessing your weight. He was like the guy that guesses your weight, but for like super smart people. He was always saying all that crazy shit, In 2038, there's going to be no more apples. He had it down. The polar ice caps are going to fucking, just fucking gloom and doom that guy had. You guys think I'm bad. That fucking guy, Jesus Christ. I would have loved to ask him that. Been like, hey, Ricky, when is a tornado going to fucking set down in a fucking football stadium that we don't even see coming? He could actually probably within the fucking week. Well, actually, wait a minute. What did that guy ever predict that came true? And I got to be honest with you, a lot of his predictions, they were pretty fucking obvious. It's kind of was saying, yeah, we're going to fuck this whole thing up, which is kind of the direction we're going in. But in your day-to-day, you got to take like little like happy things that happen. Like seeing the Lions, the Bills, and the Browns all win. Bills fans are cunts. I've been to 2 games out there. They're fucking grumpy cunts. You know what I mean? They're like the South. They never got over the loss. I'm fucking with you. They never got over those Super Bowl losses. They're just like, it's fucking with them. It hangs over that city. It's a great city. They're great people, but I'm telling you, they put on a Bills shirt. I know the feeling, believe it or not. Back in the day, I see it too. Like whenever the Red Sox wear the throwbacks with the Pat Patriot, me and my older brother, we get sick to our stomach. When you look at it, you're like, oh my God. I don't mind if they wear them with the black cleats, then it kind of looks like the original days of the AFL. I don't mind that. But if they go out there with white fucking cleats and they wear that fucking Pat Patriot thing, that's all I think about. All I think about, roughing the passer, fucking the 46 defense, Dan Marino lighting us up, the Buffalo Bills when they had Jim Kelly kicking the shit out of us. There was a minute there where the Jets were good. When they had the New York Sack Exchange. This can't all be football every week. I got people around the world listening to this shit, and they just don't give a fuck. So I got to, at some point, switch off to something that's going to be a little more mainstream. You know? Oh, I also watched all I did was watch football. I watched the fucking Falcons Saints. I don't know what the fuck is going on in the NFC South, but take the over. None of those teams are going to win shit. Did you see those two fucking guys in like their 20s couldn't tackle 39-year-old Drew Brees? That was fucking ridiculous. If that was a boxing match, you'd say it was fixed. I'll tell you right now, I don't know what Matt Ryan's diet is, but I want to be on it. That guy, he's got to be like in his 30s now. He doesn't have, his fucking face is all tight. He looks like an astronaut. You know? Those guys always have nice faces because they spent so many years out there in the fucking space and there's like no gravity. That's going to be like the next thing that rich people do. As everybody else gets poorer, they're gonna just orbit the earth. It's really good for your face. They're just going to be up there, just flying around with like no gravity. You know? If you're rich, you get Botox. But if you're super rich, you orbit the planet in your very own... You know who wanted to do that? Wanted to go to like Mars or something? Didn't Lance Bass want to do that shit? The fucking people are out of their mind. You don't remember when that teacher went up? Then you remember like how much balls it takes to be a fucking astronaut. You're getting on top of a stick of dynamite. Are you out of your fucking mind? That's like Chuck Yeager shit. Some fucking guy in a toll booth. Yeah, I'll get in that thing. Oh, will you? I think it's almost like, it's disrespectful to the other fucking people. You know, did they put you in that centrifuge and shit before you go on there to make sure you're not going to be yakking all the way to the fucking moon? Can you imagine that? The first one, okay, that they send up there with a bunch of civilians. There is going to be somebody is going to freak the fuck out, and I guarantee you they're going to have something, some guy just runs down the aisle and just like puts a syringe right into your fucking neck so you don't freak everybody else out. When it finally hits you that you're leaving the planet. My God. There are so many things that scares the shit out of me. But I got to admit, when George Clooney just spun off into space in that fucking movie, whatever the hell it was, but he was so nonchalant about it. Like, I didn't care about his character. He was just like, oh, yeah, look at that. There's the Serengeti. Oh, I like it this time of year. And he just sort of fucking floated off. They made him too heroic. All right? Because I don't give a fuck, how much balls you have as an astronaut. And you do. You have balls the size of my fucking head, which is huge if you don't know who I am. If you've never taken a gander at it. I don't give a fuck who you are. You start slipping off into fucking space. I don't care how fucking badass you are. The second you lose your grip on the space station and you start floating off and the other people in there are asleep or some shit and that's it. You're done. There's no way you just go like, well, I had a nice run. I guess I'm going to set the record for being in space. You're not going to say that. You're just going to be out there like, and that's it. Just fucking gone. That is a fucking lonely ass goddamn death. Could I be saying more obvious shit? Oh, is it, Bill? To slip off into the fucking space by yourself? Now, what happens when you're up there? Because I know, like, some fucking egghead figured out, why can't I compliment them? Some guy who's way smarter than I am somehow figured out that when you went to space, because you were outside of the atmosphere, the sun's rays would be so goddamn hot, your saliva would reach the boiling point in your fucking mouth. I remember that Red Bull guy when he jumped. That was a problem. Like, if his mask came off within I don't know how many seconds, like his he would go from like hurtling through the atmosphere with boiling water in your mouth. I mean, you might as well get shot right directly up your asshole with lightning at that point to just make the trifecta of horror. Hey, remember the hole in the ozone layer? How come they never fucking talk about that anymore? Is that thing did they fix it? Oh my God. I actually came up with an idea for a fucking movie that I think you could make a trilogy out of. And it's so ridiculous. I'm actually, rather than just saying it or doing a fucking bit about it, I actually just registered it at the fucking Writers Guild on the way from the airport. Popped in there really quick and just fucking knocked it out. It's so, like, coming up with a sci-fi movie right now, for some reason, it's just really easy because I feel like we're there. You know? Just all the shit that's fucking coming out, all the shit that we're fucking up. You know, 60 years ago, you had to use your imagination. You know, ray guns and fucking pocket doors that opened up with the heat of your fucking body. Whatever happened on Star Trek, right? Teleporting and all of that shit. You had to like use your fucking imagination. Now it's just like, you know, we're Skyping with each other. Man, it's like shit they did on Star Trek. So I don't think it's that hard now. Well, actually, you got to be ahead of the game, right? You know, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say this script's going to suck. I'm probably going to need some help with it. You know how funny it would be if I actually made like a killer fucking trilogy of sci-fi fucking movies? And then every other year when the movie came out, I'd have to go to like fucking Comic-Con, that thing that I made fun of so many fucking times. I actually went to it this year. I had a great time. People were actually cool. You know, it's just fun. I don't know what it is. Isn't it fun to just make fun of shit that everybody likes? Everybody gets all excited about something and you just get to be a cunt. Tickets are on sale for the All Things Comedy Festival. By the way, we were trending today in all the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and all that. This company, All Things Comedy, that I am a small part of, we signed a deal with Comedy Central to do 4 one-hour specials. The first one being Mr. Paul Verzi. Then we're going to do 3 other killer ones for them next year. We got some stuff in the works. We're slowly becoming a little fucking entity here. You know? Oh, Freckles. He's building his own little kiosk out here. That's how I view this business. I view it like a giant fucking mall, and I got this little store right in the middle. You know those ones you walk by? The guy has those little helicopter things that fly, you know, or sells keychains. That's me. I ain't fucking with Lord and Taylor. Anyways, plowing ahead here. Let me read some of the advertisements, the adverts. There was something I wanted to go off on, but I'm not going to fucking throw them. I would just say this, you know. I can't fucking say. You can't fucking say anything anymore. You just fucking get in trouble. You know. There was a certain somebody on a certain something that was telling people what they should or shouldn't be fucking saying in the same business that this person was in. And I was just like, are you advocating censorship? This is such a weird fucking, these are lefties. Anyways, is there anything worse than K when somebody does that? There should be an app, you know, that if you ever say K, like so out of nowhere, just a giant, like one of those Hulk hands, but it's like padded, just fucking punches you right in the face. You should never say that to another human being. Okay. Bookie, unless you're doing the voice on South Park. Okay. My bookie, everybody. You know, ever since I started this podcast, people have been asking me for advice. Ask me what team to bet on. The truth is, I don't know who's going to win. Certainly not this fucking year. But if you think you know, you got to check out my bookie. Remember, who you're betting on is just as important as who you're betting with. It's a little brain teaser there. That's why I'm telling you to bet with my bookie. That's not why. It's because they're paying me to tell you that. Trust me, guys. They're paying me. They are your best bet this season. They've been in business for years. They have great reviews online. That's a biggie. Degenerate gamblers usually don't give good reviews. They got good reviews online, great reviews, and their mobile site is easy to use. MyBookie, you win, they pay. You lose, you pay, Depending how far you take it, you might have to engage in a sexual act that you never thought you'd do. They have in-game live betting, the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for you, fantasy guys out there, you can even bet on the over-under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. MyBookie is slammed with new bettors and wants to give everyone the best service possible. If you are willing to deposit after 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they will give you an additional $25 free to play on deposits over $100. That's pretty cool, huh? Join now, and MyBookie will match your deposit dollar for dollar. Use promo code Burr to activate the offer. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie. And don't forget to use promo code Burr, BURR, when creating your account to claim up to $1,000 in free play. And now, if you're willing to hold out until 7 p.m., like I just said 2 fucking sentences ago, you can get an extra $25 free play by using promo code Burr25. Well, you just said when your account to claim up to $1,000. No. There's something about $100 on deposits over $100. All right, you got to deposit $100 to get the 25 and do it after 7 p.m. It's up to you guys. It's up to you, but I would wait until after dinner and take the extra money. You play, you win, you get paid. All right, Simply Safe, everybody. Simply Safe Home Security is home security that finally gets it right. Well, what are the other ones doing? Taking out the homeowner? Simply Safe started 10 years ago with a mission to fix the industry. They cut out contracts, middlemen, and pushy sales guys. They made it easy to set up your system with no hardwiring or tools. With Simply Safe, you get professionally monitored 24/7 protection for just $15 a month. That's your home protected by police dispatch and fire dispatch, also known as first responders. Everyone loves this system. They love how it works and how easy it is to use. Today, Simply Safe protects over 2 million people. They've won Editor Choice Awards from CNET, PC Magazine, and Wirecutter. Those have got to be 3 of the nerdiest fucking magazines I've ever heard. So you know they're good. Go to simplysafeburr.com today to order your Simply Safe system. You get a 60-day risk-free trial. That's Simply Safe, SIMPLI. SAFE, Burr.com, simplysafeburr.com. Oh, look who's back, everybody. Me undies. The hurricane hit North Carolina. Me undies. It hit him in the fucking vagina. Now they're up to their knees in tobacco and water. If your underwear's wet, then you oughta get some fucking MeUndies. Ba-da-ba-dee-boo. MeUndies. The only people I trust is the fucking Red Cross. Whenever I donate after those fucking things, you give it to the Red Cross. You know? Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Right? Was that the Red Cross? No, that was MASH. MeUndies, everybody. You've heard me obsess over my MeUndies, evidently. You heard me talk about how they are 3 times softer than cotton. I never said that. And come with fun with new prints each month. Oh, yeah, I've definitely talked about that. They do have fun new prints every month. 3 times softer than cotton? I don't know. I have no idea. I just know my junk's happy. Okay? When my junk's happy, I get a little spring in my step, kiss my wife on the cheek. It puts everybody in a good mood. You know? If I wear regular underwear, next thing you know, I'm slapping the parakeet. Everything's fucking, it's just off in the house. I fucking hate people that own birds. You know what I mean? It's not bad to own a dog. Thing's fucking stupid. You go out there in the world, you can't let that fucking thing out. It's too dumb. You took all the wolf out of it. Right? You have a cat. Cat's fucking annoying. You know what I mean? comes and goes like a hooker. Shits all over the house. I understand keeping that thing, but a fucking bird, man, it's supposed to be out there flying around. Okay? And you got the thing sitting in a there's something about a bird in a fucking cage. It makes me just, wait, I got to finish this copy here. It really bothers me. And I would never slap a parakeet. All right? I'd flick it right in its fucking beak. But I've got a big scoop that I'm so excited to share with you, evidently. MeUndies just gave their membership a massive upgrade. Members will also pay less for everything on the MeUndies website with special member pricing. That means if you want a second pair of MeUndies, a bralette, or lounge pants, hey ladies, how you doing? You'll pay less than anyone else. The membership comes with no strings attached. You can switch styles, skip the month, or cancel at any time. They come with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love them, just send them back for a full refund. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, when you purchase any MeUndies, you can get 15% off and free shipping. That's a no-brainer. Get 15% off a pair of the most comfortable undies you will ever put on. To get your 15% off your first pair, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies.com/Burr. You know what fucking commercials I hate? Whatever that cheap-ass underwear is that they show on TV with that fat construction worker. You know what I mean? They're always like, no sweat, it's like toe cheese. It's the most disgusting description ever. It's like, dude, your problem is not your underwear. Your problem is you're a fat fuck. That's what the problem is. And there's no underwear out there that's going to solve that. All right? Eat a fucking salad. Sorry. But, God bless that company. They saw a need. They're like, there's a lot of fat people up there. They got underwear riding up their asses while they're driving their rigs. I'm going to make underwear for them. Anyway, Stamps.com. The U.S. Postal Service is an important tool for any business. Stamps.com is the easiest way to access all the amazing services of the post office. Stamps.com never closes. Like that easy chick up the street, her fucking licks. Print postage for letters or packages at your convenience 24/7. Print postage for any mail class right from your own computer. Buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package, any class of mail using your own computer and printer. They'll send you a digital scale that automatically calculates exact postage. This is my professional voice. Stamps.com will even help you decide the best class of mail based on your needs. No need to lease an expensive postage meter, and there are no long-term commitments. I use Stamps.com whenever I'm sending out my fucking posters. I'm a moron. If I can figure it out, so can you. And right now, you can enjoy the Stamps.com service with a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. Bam! All right? That's it for fucking that. Now, evidently, we go into the questions here for the week. MotoGP. Hey, Bill, I haven't heard you talk about the guy in the moto race who gripped the other racer's brakes in the middle of the race. How the fuck did he do that? Maybe I had my headphones out while some shithead I work with felt it necessary to tell me about his weekend I don't give a shit about, but would love to hear your thoughts on the incident. I gotta check this out. Here we go. Let's search here. Moto fucking GP. MotoGP brakes. Oh, brake grab. There it is. Let's see what we got. You know what I was just singing there? Do you remember Super Fuzz, that movie? And then they were in the transitions between one scene to another. They had the background singers. They go, super, 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 super. All right. Yeah, did this guy get banned for life? You could fucking kill somebody doing that. The caption literally says the guy's going like, he wanted to kill me. All right, now I have to sit through a fucking ad. Oh, and of course, here we go. Your video will play after this ad. Remember the internet when it didn't have a bunch of ads? That was a great fucking time. Now they just punish you. I mean, it's not as bad as listening to me read ads. And you always have the option of fast forwarding through mine. These fucking assholes won't let me do it. Come on, I want to see it. I want to see it. All right, this is going to take too long, unfortunately. But this fucking guy grabbed onto his... I don't want your fucking channels. Fuck, leave me alone. You don't noise the fuck out of me when you're on the plane and they shut off your movie to do a goddamn commercial about something. Who the fuck is going to sign up for a credit card? 60,000 free air miles. That's enough to get you from here to Chile and back. They say all this dumb shit. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to let me do it. So what's the difference? Right? I'll only be able to use these during like the winter months. You'll let me fly to fucking Alaska when it's pitch black out. All right, evidently this cunt grabbed this guy's fucking brakes. What happened? I don't want to blame the victim, but what in God's name did this guy do? MotoGP brake grab. I just have to... Let me just read about it here. MotoGP rider grabs competitor's brake at 140 miles an hour. This guy should be arrested. How the fuck did he think that no one was going to see this? Does he realize it's televised? Oh my God, what a fucking asshole. That's like right out of WrestleMania. And the ref didn't see it. Holy shit, that guy's an amazing rider. That was his front brake, too. Well, I guess they always use the front brake. It's the back brake you don't want to use. I don't know shit about motorcycles. All right, disgraced Moto 2 rider Romano Fenati. Oh, the Italian. Ah, Jesus. You know what? There's finally no mob shows on TV. They were turning their fucking reputation around, and he's got to go full soprano on him. The guy deservedly lost his spot on the Marinelli Snipers team. Oh, they kicked him off the team after he attempted one of the more dangerous stunts we'll see in competitive racing. Ah, man, he's 22 years old. He's a fucking hothead. He just ruined his career. Oh, boy. As Finetti rode beside competitor Stefano Manzi, I wonder if there's any history between these two families. You never know. Kidding. At the San Marino GP, the 22-year-old reached out and grabbed Manzi's brake at 140 miles an hour. Luckily, Manzi didn't fall off his bike, and Finetti's antics were completely uncalled for. That's one of the worst sentences. Luckily, Manzi didn't fall off his bike. Oh, as Finetti's antics were completely uncalled for, Finetti was shown the black flag and disqualified from the race for attempting to harm an opponent. While he was banned for 2 races and fired from his team, Finetti thought the penalty was unfair. Still, he added that he had no plans to race again. What? Wow. That world is closed to me. I'll not race anymore, he said in an interview he granted to the La Repubblica. It isn't my world. There's too much injustice. I was wrong, that is true, but nobody cares about my pain. I wasn't a real man. I was unable to control my anger, but Manzi could have killed me too. Well, what happened before that? Dude, I'm telling you, this is why you have to get into racing. It's like the Real Housewives for men. These fucking guys, like how mad they fucking get at each other in the petty shit. That's not really petty. But like Days of Thunder, all of that, when you watch that movie, you're like, this is fucking silly. Like that shit really goes down. I guess it's better in a car because you can fucking slam into people. It's, for some reason that's not considered attempted murder. Wow. I guess maybe because I have a temper, I feel bad for that guy. Or also maybe because I went after a dream and made it come true, and that kid did too, and he just fucked up his dream. I actually, on some level, feel bad for him. That he's maybe he was just emotional after the fucking race and just said, "I'm done." I hope it just wasn't because he just couldn't beat the guy. The guy was always getting the best of him. And he pulled like a Bill Lambier. Like those players where it's, well, you're better than me, so I'm just going to wait till you leave your feet, and I'm just going to take your fucking legs out. That's still one of my favorite things of all time. Bill Lambier saying, we tried to play a mind game. It's like, like there was a lot of layers to that. It's like, no, you're just out there hurting people. All right, football and pizza. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is one of the best ones ever. Hey, yo, Billy, colorless calves. There's never been a truer statement. My legs, I swear to you, they are the color of milk. I'm happy you're enjoying getting in shape. Most people don't get past the first week of eating well. And it's a shame because all it takes is one good week of clean food and breaking a sweat. Well, not if you're like 100 pounds overweight, but I know what you mean. He said, I started doing long-distance biking in my 20s. You know what's hilarious? I just had my bike fixed up. I bought a bike in 1983 that I still have. I bought a 12-speed with my paper route money. I was 15 years old, and I quit my paper route the year before, I think. I don't think I did. I went from having a paper route to having a part-time job. I do remember that. I had a paper route from 3rd grade to 9th grade. And then I had to sign a form or something because I was too young to work. Oh, no, then I started caddying. I was a caddy for a while. Did that for like a fucking year or something. Then I just started. I always had a job. It was great. I always had money. The worst fucking thing in the world now is that little boys and girls, they can't be paper boys and girls anymore. It was the fucking best. You didn't have to hit your parents up for I had fucking money. Do you understand that? I was making like $8, $9, $10 a week when I was in 3rd grade. I mean, I was stuffing it in the walls. I had like no overhead. I mean, what the fuck was I going to spend it on? Football cards. That's what I spent it on. And I had a little bank, and I just stuffed it in there. And anytime I wanted something, if I wanted I used to, like, I had a job, and I was so young that when I had a job, I would buy toys with it. I'd buy football cards and candy, soda and all that shit. It was fucking great. I remember one time I rode my bike all the way to fucking McDonald's with a buddy of mine. We both lied to our parents. We were riding down a fucking 2-lane highway. Nobody reported us because there was no phones, We drove all the way down there. And went in. It was the coolest fucking thing. And our parents had no fucking idea. I was exhausted because it was one town over. I just had this little piece of shit red coaster bike. And then when I got older, I had the Raleigh Beach Rambler. I remember I pointed at the bike because I thought it looked fucking stupid because it had white wall tires on it. And I pointed on it and laughed. And my dad was like, "Oh, I like that. You like that?" And I was afraid of him. So I just said, "Yeah." Bought this bike I didn't like. And then everybody made fun of me. I had these giant Pee Wee Herman fucking tires on it. But then one day, we were riding down the hill and everybody was slamming on the brakes. Like, that's what you did for fun, to see what sort of skid mark you could leave. The tires were so fucking big. Everybody else's just went like that. When mine skid, it actually sounded like a car. It went, and everybody thought it was cool. But it had the big fat-ass fucking seat on it. But I had a paper route, and it fucking snowed out. And rain, sleet, or snow, you had to deliver the paper. And mine, I delivered the Herald, and then I delivered the Boston Globe. And I remember the kid down the street, he had the coveted route. There used to be this paper called the Patriot Ledger, and it was an afternoon paper, if that makes any fucking sense. And it reported on, I guess, I don't know what, the stories that the other papers already reported on, how they had advanced over the last, I don't know how many hours, whatever. So anyways, he had it, and it was a Monday through Friday fucking route. And it was like, that thing was the holy grail of paper routes in my neighborhood. And the oldest brother got it, and he passed it on to his next brother. It stayed, they had like 3 boys, and they all had the fucking route. And the youngest kid was my age, so there was no way to ever get the fucking paper route. So we had the Globe, Herald first, then the Boston Globe, and that thing was 7 days a week, 365. And I had from third grade to, ninth grade. And I don't think I ever missed a day, unless I had a ruptured appendix. I missed a couple weeks that time. And we took a family trip one time when I was a kid. And I remember it sucked. You'd come back, these fucking asshole adults would do your route, and they just, I used to put it in the door. It was always dry. They would put a fucking rubber band around it, an elastic, whatever the fuck you call it, and they would just drive down the street and fucking throw it. And you get all these complaints, and everyone would get mad at you and all this shit. So anyways, I saved up my money, and I bought that Univega Nuovo Sport, right? Really nice fucking bike. And I don't know. My parents never threw it out. And I came home one day in my 30s and I saw it. I was like, I'm going to fucking take that thing. All right? Because, and you just, represent something to me. Working hard, that if you work hard, you get stuff, right? So I fucking got that thing. And it was all like originals and all that shit. And it just fucking finally died on me from years of fucking riding it and stuff. And I decided, or I guess sitting in my parents' garage, I decided that I was going to fix it up. And I finally brought it over to somebody. It literally cost me almost the same amount of money that the bike cost me in like 1983 when I bought it. And I want to get back to riding. I just have to find where you can ride in LA that's like safe. I know out in Santa Monica you can, and fucking, I don't know, maybe some of the parks along the LA River. But I always feel like you're going to meet some fucking serial killer down there, or get attacked by a fucking mountain lion. LA's a weird place. So anyways, let me get back. And I used to ride that thing when I got older, when I was 21, I got into the best shape of my fucking life. 80s shape, so no squats. But what I did for legs was I rode the bike, and I used to ride 11 miles every day, Monday through Friday, after working in a warehouse. That's how young I was. I had the energy to do that. And on the weekends, I would ride 18 miles, and I would take one fucking day off. Needless to say, I won't be doing that again. I'll fucking take little 5-mile jaunts on fucking level land. All right, sorry. That was my entire history with bicycles. Bikes used to be a big fucking deal, by the way. I don't think they're big deals to kids anymore. It was freedom. You just fucking left. You'd find other kids and you just fucking rode around. Did shit, I don't know. I started doing long-distance biking, he said, in my 20s. I was never in bad shape, but I certainly wasn't in as good a shape as I am now. Having said all that, I really hope that once this year you are able to order yourself a pizza, crack open a High Life, and watch 9 hours of football. Yeah, that sounds perfect. He said, now to the hypothetical. What would be your combination of pizza and beer for that occasion? I'd go with a local joint here in Massachusetts, originally from Cleveland. Go Browns. Congratulations on your victory. He said, and a Killian's Irish Red, a beer that no one drinks anymore but is delicious. I got to be honest with you. I am white trash when it comes to beer. If I could find it, you know what I would do? The first beer I ever got drunk off of was Michelob Light. And my pizza spot was in Stoughton, Massachusetts, the town spa. So I'd have one of their pizzas. I'd have a plain one. Extra crispy, whatever they do, well done. And I would have a Michelob Light. And I'd have it in one of those giant fucking goblets that they used to have at the end of the Miller Lite commercials. Less filling, less filling, tastes great. That's right. That's what I would do. New York, my pizza spot. I haven't lived there in a long time. The pizza place I used to go to was right next to Dangerfields because I would always end in that spot, and I would go. It was Sutton Pizza, I think it was called. And I always thought that they had a nice sauce, and the cheese was on it, and it complemented the sauce rather than destroying, even being able to taste that there was any sort of sauce there. But I know there's a bunch of, I haven't lived there in like fucking 11 years, so I have no idea where. Everybody liked that Joe's Pizza. Down the Village was a big one. But I don't know. I like that Sutton Pizza, man. I fucking like that shit. All right, old podcast question. Dear Billy, been doing it forever. Was listening to a throwback on the Thursday podcast. Great taste in music, by the way. That's Andrew. That's his taste in music. If you listen to mine, it would just be like, be a bunch of hair metal. And I was wondering if your feelings have changed on downloading music and movies illegally. You were ranting on how terrible it is, and I'm too young to remember that controversy. I'm 20, but you had me convinced it was certainly illegal and not cool. I don't know if it was ever illegal. What happened was the technology came about that you could do it. Anyways, it said... Something said he had Napster. My friend said he had Napster in high school and everyone did. Maybe you said your older brother. You left out that word. I guess it's like looking at leaked celebrity nude photos. Yeah, it's wrong, but who doesn't want to get a glimpse of that? I never look at those fucking things. When somebody hacks somebody's phone, their text messages or their emails, that's none of my fucking business, man. I really can't believe like what fucking voyeurs people are. I don't give a shit what anybody does. You know, I don't give a fuck what you said on your phone. And I think if somebody ever like, oh, can you believe this person texted this? This is offensive. It's like, well, they didn't text it to you. They texted privately to somebody else. You're not supposed to be reading that. Don't read other people's text messages. You won't get fucking offended. You have no idea what the tone of that was. This could be a joke. This could be dead serious. You have no fucking idea. And even still, it's like reading somebody. I love how reading somebody else's mail is fucking illegal, but like hacking somebody's phone is fine. I have no idea. Anyways, I guess the only part that I thought you might have changed your mind on is how people around the world have heard you because they got it illegally. Listening to your podcast helps me sort out my feelings on lots of things. But also your points make me realize that the world has virtually no black or white issues. Well, if you talk about my podcast is free. But I would say, has it changed? Yeah, I still pay for music. I go to iTunes is where I do it. I don't like those streaming services because they fuck over the musicians. And I know iTunes, they just fuck them over, man. It's ridiculous. iTunes does it too. But like I know like one of them, I remember they were talking about me possibly streaming one of my albums. They're like, yeah, for every 1,000 plays, we'll give you half a cent. It's like, well, go fuck yourself. They had all this advertising and shit all on the side and everything, so they're getting all this credit, making all this fucking money. And they're not even rolling a penny towards me. They're chopping it in half and then sliding it across the fucking table. I will say, like, you know, I don't police a lot of shit too much on YouTube. I should probably do that more. But, you know, I definitely saw the advantages. You know, when I went over to Europe, I gave out my DVDs for free and told people to upload them onto their YouTube pages because I wanted to get into the, you know, different language areas on YouTube, you know, because one time I was trying to learn to play the rhythm, the verse section of Walk This Way on the guitar. And the only guy who did a lesson was a French guy. And I clicked on his fucking video. And then all of a sudden, all my videos to the right were in French. And I was like, wow, what part of YouTube is this? So when I went to Norway and Sweden and all those, I was like, you know, put clips of this up on your page. I don't give a fuck, you know. It's on Pirate Bay anyways. What the fuck do I care? I might as well get in on this somehow. So I kind of had to roll with it. But, no, it's still stealing. But I pay for all my movies. I pay for, no, that isn't necessarily true. There'll be a few, like, I try to pay for movies. Like, if I go on, like, Netflix and it isn't there and I can't find it playing on cable, you know, and it's something I really want to fucking see, I will watch a movie for free. I'll admit that. I've definitely done that shit. Hey, here's something I want. Speaking of that, I actually watched a couple of movies when I was on the plane there. I gotta show you. I gotta give a shout out to. You know what sucks is one of the fucking movies I can't even remember the name of the movie, and I really fucking enjoyed it. Fuck. What the hell was I? You know, I literally watched it. Oh, something. Was it Gringo? Is that the name of the fucking movie? Charlize Theron was in it, and she was fucking hilarious. And her character was fucking. I loved the movie. Absolutely loved the movie. let's see, Gringo, Charlize Theron, right? Is that the name of the movie? Did I get it right? Yeah, Gringo. Check that one out. Love that movie. And then I saw, I got to answer this. Hang on. All right, I'm back. So anyways, then I watched this other movie called Superfly and was fucking blown away. I couldn't get all the actors' names in it. There was so many great actors. There was this kid, I hope I say his name. It's Kaalan, K.R. Walker. Kalan, I hope I say it right. K.R. I'm too fucking white to get it right. Walker. His character was so fucking good, I don't want to ruin the movie. I just thought the last time you saw him should have been more of an event with how good his performance was. And then the kid who played Superfly's right-hand man was fucking great. I don't know how to do this without ruining the fucking movie. There's so many, it's a really fun fucking movie. I've seen some good ones lately, but, I'm writing this fucking script. I got into the whole world of writing scripts now, so now I'm actually watching movies. I'm trying to find people. Just remember them. Oh, in Gringo, the fucking dude who played the guy's accountant in the beginning was fucking great. Everybody in that movie was great. So check those out, man. I hope I'm not doing this shit where I saw it on a plane. So you're just like, this is fucking great. It's taken up 2.5 hours, but these were legit good. I think they'll hold up even if you're just hanging out at your house, with your fucking virtual reality glasses and whatever the fucking internet porn you're watching. I think you can get through them. All right, those are my recommendations for movies. Congratulations to the fucking Lions, man. Huge fucking victory for you guys. You turn around. I'm liking seeing, the Chiefs and all these teams being. I mean, I obviously don't want the Patriots' run to ever fucking end. And I've enjoyed the hell out of it. And, I remember coming up, it was all about the Cowboys and Steelers. And I remember thinking, when the fuck's our time? And so when we finally had our time, I enjoyed the whole thing. I hope it's not over. But if it is, it fucking is. And I'll be happy for the rest of my fucking life. What am I going to do? I'm going to bitch about fucking 10, 11 championships straight across the fucking board in a 15-year period. It was incredible. But the Red Sox are still coming. Who knows? Could keep going on. The Celtics look fucking good. I still believe in the Patriots, though. But it is a lot of fun to see all these different teams doing well. And I'm like, beyond excited to see the next Browns game because I want to see this Baker Mayfield kid see if he lights it up again. It's exciting. All right, that's it. That's the podcast. Have a great couple of days. I'll check in on you on Thursday. Go fuck yourselves.